Welcome to another round of Spudventures. This week we are back in Shadowtrot, our My Little Pony Cyberpunk campaign in Starfinder, Session 3. And as always for this campaign, I'm not going to be playing, I'm just going to be running tech, so you won't hear from me hopefully until the very end, unless Digo needs me to play an NPC or something. So take it away, Digo Dragon.
Thank you, Spud, and good evening, chummers. How are you all? We are back again in this mystery lab underneath a farmhouse. Our team is AvisEcho as Nebula Flare, Kirin Solarian.
Oh, it was so close!
Okay. DreadPriest as Nivix, Unicorn Biohacker.
Hello.
Wing Cat as O's, Changeling Mechanic.
Technically not on fire yet.
Xencarn as Smirkfluff, Griffon Soldier.
Yo.
GreatDinn as Icebreaker, Earth Pony Operative.
I'm watching everything.
And unfortunately this week, TheStratovarian had a life moment that he had to take care of, so his character Lethe, the changeling mystic, will be NPC'd by the party today. All right, and now the news. Hey there, Trotters.
The news.
Yes. Trotters and stiff shirts, it is I, your DJ of the shadows, Boombox. Chummers, I wish to begin this segment with an apology for my erroneous weather report from this morning. Today's high should have read as 273 Kelvin, but there was a glitch in my weather app displaying the high as a comically frigid 231. I hope no ponies set themselves on fire in a panic when I was reading that wrong. In unrelated news, my producer Crosswires will be suffering a beatdown in his office approximately 2 minutes after this segment ends. Yes, Cross, I'm talking about you. Don't you look away like you're innocent, you chicken. Yeah, I know it's you messing with my rig. Touch my stuff again, see what happens. Hey, I don't have to take this. I'm a Mouliard-trained thespian of the arts. Yeah, you better go refill that soy calf. Sorry about that. Yeah. Anyway, Buckstar Police asked everyone working in the Tacoma Dock District to avoid Pier 9 for all non-essential business. There is a large demonstration going on against Alicorp's rising price on imported insulin products after Cash Carriage reported shortages in the equestrian side supply chain due to the main Seattle plant shutting down for maintenance. So, for those of you without a cybernetic pancreas, you might want to skip that afternoon donut today. Now for 10 minutes of commercial-free music, brought to you by KTRT and yours truly, me, Boombox.
10 minutes of commercials, isn't it? 10 minutes of commercial jingles, we should say.
Yeah.
No, it's 10 minutes of... Trollololololololol.
All right, and on that note, we last left off our team having secured the first level basement of this mystery lab owned by Shirawase Corporation. They have managed to defeat several strange zombie-like entities that had taken over the bodies of several scientists that were unfortunate in being the slowest members of the team to escape this facility. So, with the level secure, I believe the team was pondering turning on power to certain levels.
Yep, I believe we were gonna just flip the switches and turn it all on. Check out the security system.
As I understand it, you are turning on the power, but not the lights.
Yes.
Okay.
That way we have access to like security cameras and stuff.
Right. Okay. So we go back to the generator room and start flipping switches to get the generators online without tripping the lights on.
As I recall, it was O's who could do it.
Yo, I can't get the map back. Why?
Oz, can you make me a quick computer roll to turn them on? It's a fairly simple affair. Nice.
How do you
19.
need to insist on that?
All right. You managed to get the generators turned on one by one. All 3 generators start coming online. Start spinning up to speed. First one just bang. Second one bang. Third one bang. And the third one starts sparking, which does not seem to be part of the normal routine of a generator. After a moment, you see several red lights and warning symbols appear on the computer screen, and the third generator shuts back down. However, the first 2 generators are enough power to keep the facility going.
All right. Well, guess that's as much as we can hope for. I believe we were going to go check out the security cameras now to see what we can view on the next floor.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
I believe that's correct.
That
sounds about right.
Familiar.
Yeah, so O's heads right over there after getting the 2 generators on, just making sure the third isn't going to explode spontaneously and is in fact fully shut down first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
the third one is fully shut down, so it's not going to cause a problem.
Or is it? Dun dun dun.
It depends on what's living in it, I guess.
You'd have to open the access hatch and see what was inside it.
Yeah, that wasn't a suggestion.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That was again, been playing and watching a lot of Carrion.
Understood.
All right, so
So what do we see?
Me share level 2 here.
What?
it's a gray block. My favorite.
Give it a moment.
I know. I'm just teasing. Who the hell would I be if I complained about big maps?
I don't. Your massive maps.
Really, your map isn't big enough to take up a TV screen. Is it even a map? Really?
If the map does not encompass the entire world, then it is not a map.
Sorry.
As a GIS analyst, it's one of those, maps are as big as we need them.
Highlighting and opening several areas where the cameras work and can show you what's in there.
All right. Who wants to bet we see one of ourselves down there?
I mean, if we don't, that's just really a missed opportunity, right?
Is there anyone on the first level aside from us that the cameras can pick up while the second level is loading?
While you look at the first level, there's nobody else around. The console does have several things light up now that there's power. It's telling you that there is a problem with the communication lines leading out of the facility. So the base can't contact anyone, which is a shame because the base is trying to alert Shirawase headquarters that there was an intruder and there's a problem and they need to send a team out immediately to clean this place up.
Nah, that's not important.
That can stay off, actually.
That can
That's
stay
fine.
off, please.
Well, there's no way to turn it on until you figure out why the communication is cut.
Let's
It's
just
okay.
not
And-
ever do that.
And is it going to be, the classical, someone just took an axe to the line?
Looking at some of the things around here, it may very well have been sabotage.
That's all right. It can stay down. We don't need to bring it back up.
Yeah,
To know at least
O's turns
why.
the
No,
alert
it's
off
not
just to
important.
be safe. Even if it's not going anywhere, O's turns the alert off just to be safe.
Okay.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
I'd like to know why, in case someone confuses my neck with a, communications cable. Alternatively, so no one can turn it back on. Because if it's not something that can be fixed, we need to make sure it can't be fixed.
I agree with this full-heartedly.
All right. Those are the working cameras on the second level.
Okay. I'm guessing we can see what those X's are, yes?
Yeah. From the stairwell coming down, that first X denotes refrigerator lockers. That's where they would store cadavers. Now that the power's restored, the refrigerators are running again. So,
I bet that's
hooray.
going to smell lovely.
Only if you open
Yeah.
the doors.
Depending on how long it's been there, it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah. To the left of that, the X I'm going to spin here a little bit. It's a crane that's on a little ground track. The crane is operating again. However, there's boxes and stuff on the track, so the crane can't move anywhere to do its job. So it just kind of inches forward a little bit, gets close to the box, kind of inches back a little bit, inches forward a little bit, inches back a little bit. It's, basically a cha-cha dance trying to get past a box that it can't.
It can't pick up the boxes?
It's a crane that doesn't have a very good AI. I mean, it's just programmed to pick up boxes in a certain order. You're going to need an operator to tell it to pick up that box. It doesn't think for itself that way.
Box may not be box. Box has no identification. It is on track, which means it must be human, maybe. Or pony, maybe.
Yeah, it is built with a safety to not run over people that happen to walk on the track. So, going further left, to the where that X is spinning now. That is a large tank. You're assuming it's water that's filled in it, and you do see that there's a pony swimming in that tank. The pony is completely green, and its skin looks somewhat more like jellyfish than like a fur coat that a pony would have.
I have to ask, when you say swimming, do you mean that as in like a swimming pool or the mafia?
Like a swimming pool. It's a large submersion tank, big enough for this creature to just kind of make slow laps around.
I was going to say, are we talking back to tank or larger?
Larger.
As in, this
Okay.
pony is alive.
It appears to be alive.
Is the tank closed?
Emphasis on that appears. Got it.
The tank is closed, so there's no way it can get out. It doesn't seem.
We are
By the-
watching through security camera, and he said jellyfish based, which means maybe not alive in the sense we know it.
It's moving, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just lazily just looking around, floats around the tank, makes a lap around the edge, stops, thinks for a moment, continues moving around. Yeah. It's a fish in a little goldfish bowl, so it's not going anywhere. To the south of that, there are two small personal auto docks. Both are sitting on standby. There's nobody there. Farther down on the lower left corner is a barracks, and you do see that there are zombies sitting around, milling about. So if you start making noise and get close there, they may try to ambush you there. And then the last one, that looks to be some kind of large-scale laboratory. Does seem to be operational. Doesn't look like there's any damage there or anything. So,
Shadowed room off to the right that doesn't have an X.
That's the elevator shaft.
yeah. And you can see that it's a freight elevator shaft. The freight elevator platform itself is down here.
We're
And
going to end up wheeling that tank out of here on that elevator, aren't we?
We are
Well,
absolutely doing that without question.
the freight elevator does look damaged, just so you know.
We have a bunch of techies. We can fix that.
All the techies in the world won't help if that wire is fraying.
Speaking of,
We can just
someone
melt it to
Hold
not be
sec.
afraid.
Hold sec. Are we talking standard elevators we have now, or are we going with linear accelerator motors?
This was tracks along the edges.
Linear accelerator motor style. Got it.
Yeah.
You were saying something, Cap?
Yeah, someone needs to get that truck wired up or hitched up to our car in case we need to make a quick exit. And looking at this, we may need to make a quick exit.
Lethe.
Lethe, could you please?
Sure. Lethe will go ahead and wander back to hook up the pickup truck to your U-Haul. In case you need
Setting
to
up the NPCing that we had discussed outside of session.
Yeah. Anything else
I'm
we want
here.
to view while
Yep.
we're here with power? And
I do have one thing to ask real fast. Do we have any way of communicating remotely with Lead? On the chance things go wrong on either side?
Yell really loud.
You mean like this the personal communicators?
So we do. I don't know what Lead's inventory is, so I don't know if she has a personal communicator.
Lethe has a personal communicator, so you could call Lethe if you need help or telling him to get the truck started and get ready to go.
Or vice versa if something shows up on Leaf's end.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good to know then.
All right.
Yes, no, we're not doing the standard trope of send someone unaccompanied alone into the dark.
I mean, we are, but they have a cell phone. So, who wants to go down the stairs first?
Me!
You are not going down the stairs first.
Bye.
Because what if something shoots you?
Bye.
Oh my god. Fine, I'll go after her.
Clap, 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 clap.
Hey,
clap,
Nibby,
clap,
you want to
clap,
go
clap,
down the
clap.
elevator shaft with me?
She's already gone.
Yeah, Oz is going after her.
Okay.
Yeah, what's our marching order then if Neb's going first?
Nivix and Icebreaker, are you going as well?
Yeah. I'll
Guess
probably
we'll
be,
hold up three.
middle of the group so that I can, heal as needed.
Where did
I
my
removed him.
my character is gone?
I can't get.
Everyone on the board?
Not yet, it looks like. I don't see mine yet.
Hang on.
There we go.
Okay, that should be everybody.
Helicopter Griffin.
Yeah, I don't know why it was going weird, but it did.
If you mouse over, anyone can spin it, so.
Oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay,
Oh, I thought she was
checking
meant.
out the elevator shaft to see if it's possible to make quick egress that way.
I thought I was mentioning helicopter Griffin because, like helicopter parent.
That was my joke.
Oh, okay. I got it. Anyway.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah. Okay. Looking at the freight elevator, give me a roll to see maybe engineering or perception if you want to see what it'll take to try to repair this. 19. All right. Let's see. Looking through the equipment, it definitely looks like the motors have been smashed. It doesn't look like it's going to be easily repairable. Not without a full team and replacement parts.
Okay, is the door open at least?
The door is open. There was 2 crates that apparently were in the elevator when it came down and crashed, and so there's a lot of broken glass.
Oh boy, mask up.
Oz is, of course, flying,
Okay.
not
Good.
touching the glass. Can he see out the door? I'm asking because I'm not seeing it on the map.
Oh, Oz is standing in the elevator shaft, so
It is flying a bit above the ground, but yes.
yeah. But yeah, that's the shaft there. You can see it. You can look up and you can see the next floor. Nothing stops you from going up there.
Right, but is
The
it possible
elevator-
to get from where Oz is to the rest of the party without going through the first floor?
Right. Let me. It's got.
Or is the passage blocked?
It is not. Doo-doo-doo.
Okay, yeah, that was the main thing Oz was looking for was, okay, let's get this way just in case anything's lurking right around here to ambush the rest of the party.
There you go.
So he'll cautiously advance in and advance up towards the party. There any
Alright.
side passages here?
Nope, no side passages.
Okay.
General lab equipment and stuff stacked along the walls.
So, is it possible for me to? Well, I'm thinking just as a double check, use the use my micro lab and scan the cases to see what traces of chemicals there are there.
Okay. You do search with the macro lab. And lots of different heavy chemicals, complex molecules, interesting chains and stuff like that you're picking up. And some stuff that you're not too sure of. Maybe has a magical nature to it, you thinking?
Yeah, and I don't have any magical training, so it's like, okay, I know magic exists. I cannot use too much beyond, telekinesis. So
Yeah. Your best guess is that this was some kind of hybrid stuff. Chemistry mixed with magic.
Sufficiently advanced magic is indistinguishable from more magic.
Nebula, you're looking at the refrigerators?
Yes.
Okay. They got little placards on them with basically subject numbers, like subject 6, subject 7, subject 9. Cause of death, most of them have died from cardiac arrest or complications from surgery. There's about 20 lockers, and you're looking at about 5 of them are filled with bodies.
Can we see the faces?
What kind of bodies are they?
You would have to open the door because they don't have like a glass window or anything to
Oh.
look in.
all right, in that case, if we open it, it's going to be telekinesis with everyone's guns pointed at it.
Works for me.
I love a team that's very careful.
And it's just one of those, oh, right. Grab the image, not my model.
Zombies are a thing.
Yeah.
As established last session.
Yes.
All
right.
I know this is probably going to smell real gross and not super fond of the idea, but Icebreaker will tap next to her robotic eye. But I think the footage might be helpful, and there's an off chance that we might be able to recognize one of these test subjects.
So
Okay.
Nivix at this point has the equivalent of, the gas mask on. Because it's the, I don't know what we're dealing with. So there's enough weird science going on that I'm not going to risk there being, zombie plague.
You got enough for the rest of the class, or are you going to just have us hold our noses?
Nivix will pass out the stuff. Because this is, what was in the lockers on the first floor, so...
Yep, there was enough PPE for everybody.
Hooray!
Applying the defensive distance as well as PPE.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up a little bit because
Tap, tap, open door.
All right.
Nivix is going to have his, gun out and telekinetically open the first locker.
Right. It opens up like a drawer, and there is a Pegasus underneath a cloth. Got the little toe tag, I guess, or hoof tag, I suppose. Has the same information as on the placard on the door. This Pegasus does have several tattoos up and down the front legs. Other than that, I mean, it looks like they did an autopsy because the chest cavity has been cut open and then sewn back up. The good news is it doesn't get up and attack you.
That is good news.
Phony kinesis closes the door.
Okay.
Oh, was there...
Nivix has done scans this on it, just, okay.
Nothing unusual. Dead bodies.
Well,
dead
yeah,
bodies.
after you're done with whatever.
Yeah, it's basically, just getting the scans of data to see if there's anything, that jumps out.
Literally or figuratively?
Yes.
Good answer. I believe you had a question there, Din?
Yes. I was going to say it's actually two short questions. One, is there a name or is it just subject 9 or whatever?
Just subject numbers. No
Okay.
names are used on any of these bodies.
Okay. In that case, I would like to, can I rack my brain to see if mayhaps any of these bodies are noticeable, especially with tattoos like that?
Sure. Wow.
That's a good roll.
That is a very good roll. You recognize those tattoos.
Oh, God.
Those tattoos are signature to a gang in Redmond called the Redmond Red Eyes. They are a notorious violent gang. Yeah. Suppose nobody would miss a few of them if they went missing?
Theoretically, yes. But even bad mares love their mamas.
True. True.
Is and that's just for that one Pegasus, correct? Or
Correct. If you want to go down the line and just open the other 4, I could tell you that the 3 out of the other 4 also have very similar tattoos from the Redmond Red Eye gang. The last one, the tattoo is more military, like this person was in the army.
okay.
And they're different pony types. You had the Pegasus, then you have like Earth Pony, Unicorn, Zebra.
So the zebra was in the military.
Yes.
Interesting.
Any dog tags or anything?
Nope. Those were removed.
All right.
Yeah, I get the feeling they don't want these bodies to be identified.
Wonder why.
No. Okay. Cool. Anything else notable about the bodies?
Nope.
It's just the 5, no others.
Just the 5. I mean, I suppose if the lab kept going before it suffered its tragedy, they would have kept operating and experimenting on these with surgery.
Some of the bodies from upstairs might have come from.
Yeah, there were 2 that suffered a ill fate when the power went out. They probably would end up here if the scientists were still around.
Ah, well.
Any signs of violence in this room?
No, this room seems good.
Okay, try opening up the door then.
Okay. Door opens.
I'm really going to have to think about how I spin this, y'all.
to spin secret lab.
Well, I have the distinct feeling that me just saying like there are probably some people out there who'd go, oh, it was just some Redmond red eyes that went missing or were found in this place. Who gives a crap?
Yeah, that's possible.
Icebreaker gives a crap. So
It's also true.
trying to figure out how to make sure other people gives a crap.
Well, maybe you want to focus on the army person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
right.
so what's in this room aside from the crane?
Aside from the crane, containers of more medical equipment.
Like, what's this big dark gray thing?
That's just basically a platform for storing and stacking crates. At current, nothing's on there right now.
All right, so what's the nature of the boxes that are blocking the crane?
All right, nature of the boxes is one of them is full of unopened needles. There's another one with PPE. Stacked on one side, you see several boxes of cleaning equipment. Another crate next to that, more PPE stuff.
All right, can we get the boxes out of the crane's path?
Oh, that's easy to do. Yes, you move the crates out of the way. The crane kind of stops, moves forward a little bit, and then unless anyone blocks the crane, it's going to start moving and go along its little track.
How big is this crane?
Crane is about 10 feet tall and can reach about 15 feet out.
I meant more like X and Y. Is it large enough for Nebby to ride?
Yes.
Nebby, you want to ride?
I'm already riding Smurf. Why do I need to ride a robot?
I will note that there's a sensor on it. If you try to get on this thing, it's going to stop. It is like the one thing that's OSHA compliant around here.
OSHA.
That's a lie. I bet it has like a secret death laser on it.
Oz shrugs and then flies behind it, seeing where this crane's going.
Crane, where do you go?
Flying behind it so that it's a convenient cover in the worst case.
Mm-hmm. All right. It goes to this room down here. Grab some boxes, start stacking them up. Organize them by what's in them. Drives
And what's in them here is more of the same, right?
more of the same, yes. And the crane just continues to stack boxes the way it was programmed to, which is all the PPE goes in this corner. Everything that has to do with hypodermic needles and gauze and that kind of stuff goes over here. Surgical stuff goes over here. If there's any food, that goes over in this corner, and the crane just continues to do its thing. Eventually it starts bringing some of the stuff to the big grayish platform up there and starts stacking it. And we'll continue to do this unless it's stopped or until it runs out of crates.
I have a quick question.
Okay.
So over here,
Mm-hmm.
I noticed there's the semblance of a doorway.
Yes.
But there wasn't a door token. Does that
Correct.
mean it was open?
Yes. Doorways without door tokens means that the door was left open.
Okay. To know. Thank you.
It didn't sound like a very reassured thank you.
It's the combination of all there. It's the fact that there are a mixture of open and closed doors, which implies movement much more recently than anything else.
I see.
Because it doesn't look like these doors closed automatically.
Nope.
I say we check the open doors before we start opening any new doors.
Seems reasonable to me.
Nebula, do you listen? Nebby?
Nebby.
It's a kill us all check.
Oh wait, no, that wouldn't be wisdom, now would it?
No, that feels like wisdom.
Ugh, fine.
Okay. The silence and then the sudden wisdom check really got to me. I like that one.
On the other side of the door, you hear, "Damn."
Right?
Right, Oz is going to at least glance at the food. How good or inadvisable is it?
The food that you have right now is... It's a crate that has basically 27 containers of coffee and 2 containers of Twinkies.
I'm grabbing a pack of Twinkies as I run past it.
And I grab the other one.
The Twinkies are good for 3 years.
Oh,
Yes.
Wow, those must be some old Twinkies then.
They're standard Twinkies. Twinkies are known for having a long shelf life.
I know, that's what I mean. There's only 3 years left on them. They must be some old Twinkies.
Chomp.
Tastes fine.
Okay, I have an important question
Yes?
Constitution
Ab-
check
ab-
in one.
About these Twinkies. Are they the original Twinkies or are they the modern Twinkie?
Oh, this is an important question.
They're the original.
Oh, jealous.
It is glorious.
Twinkie that has the original banana. Damn.
Are they a 2-pack or a single pack?
They're the 2 packs.
Okay, I eat one and then I put the other in my bag for later.
You can be like that one character from, was it Zombieland?
Yeah.
Yes.
The one who kept finding snowballs.
Yep.
From eyes to icebreaker to eyes to icebreaker.
All right. Where are we going now?
Icebreaker gives Nebula a look like, what?
Oz chomps one and offers his other 2 icebreaker.
Icebreaker rejects and says, I'm good. I've had my sweets fill for the day.
Nivix? Smirk?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'll take it.
You already have another one.
No, I don't. See, my hooves are empty.
Oz gives Nebby a look and then chomps the other one.
No, it's fine.
And flaps into the next room, still chomping.
Okay.
The
It's just-
benefits of not having to walk. You can use all 4 hooves for other stuff while you move.
Is down here just a corner or does it go anywhere? Oh. That answers that question.
Patience, child.
No.
I
Look at
suppose
you
you're
got this
right.
tank.
What child is known for their patience?
Children whose parents literally name them Patience.
Those are usually the most impatient.
Smirkfluff,
Yes.
since you're the first to get over there to the tank, the sea pony creature sees you and kind of floats down to kind of get eye level with you and just kind of watches you.
I wave.
It waves back.
Scanning.
Make silly faces.
Your scan is confused because it comes back saying that whatever this creature is, it's part jellyfish, part pony.
Oh god, we stumbled on a Simic experiment.
Sure did.
I do the most responsible thing that anyone can do in this situation. I tap the glass.
No!
It backs up a bit. It does not seem to have liked that.
Oh.
Swats.
Hello? Can you, like, verbally communicate?
It tilts its head to one side like a puppy.
Yeah, we need to keep the hell out of this thing. This is ours now.
All right, scanning any computers for information.
Did
Okay.
your scan happen to tell you what kind of jellyfish?
Did
How
it?
poisonous is this thing?
The scans reveal that this is a somewhat poisonous creature. It's being developed for a military project.
Yeah, but are we talking, like, blue bottle, or are we talking, like...
Like on a scale
Portuguese
of
man of war.
We're talking Men of War.
on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10's the most deadly, this thing's kind of poison-wise like a 3.
Okay.
I've actually
Oh.
had Man of War sting, so yeah.
So it's
And
not.
it wasn't even a live one. It was this just piece of jellyfish on the beach that my arm landed on.
Sometimes even when dead, those things will hurt you.
They got hooks.
It
in
could
'em.
survive out of the water.
It can survive out of the water. It is amphibious. The good news is that only 2 scientists have been eaten by this thing.
Oh my god, we are keeping the hell out of this thing.
That's what the computer says?
Yeah, the computer actually. Someone wrote a note in there. Good news, only 2 of us have died to this. And there's a little note after that says, "That's not funny, Greg."
I'm going to say, is there anything, related to the information we gathered from Dr. Shores?
Nothing related to this creature. This seems to be a different project entirely.
Hey, if we let you
Okay.
out, are you going to eat us?
It kind of looks at you and just smiles, trying to imitate a smile.
That's not an answer. That's like when I ask Merc if I can have another cookie and they just smile.
Because you know the answer.
I know. I don't like that answer though.
Alright. I'm gonna... So is there like a lid on the top? Or is it open to the air?
It has a lid, and you can open it with the computer.
Alright, whoever's closest to the computer, I'll turn to them and be like, alright, open it up.
Can we maybe hold off on this until we're leaving?
No, I'm
Look,
kind of curious.
Look, I personally don't want this thing to starve, even if it maybe eats ponies, but I would prefer to maybe wait to get it out until after we've figured out what the hell's going on here.
Did we see the zombies on the security camera?
Yes. They're to
Yes.
the south.
Alright, new plan. I know how we get rid of the zombies.
I have another weird question.
All right.
Can I roll culture to see if this pony is maybe familiar in some capacity?
Go ahead. Nope.
Okay.
It's a generic
Yeah.
shape of a pony.
Yeah, I kind of figured it might have been changed too much, but who knows? Off chance.
Do your radio voice, see if it recognizes you.
Smirk, I'm talking in my radio voice now. It's my normal
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah, but do like a segment, see if it recognizes it.
No, I'm not.
Because hey, we don't know what the scientists were listening to down here.
Oh,
No,
not even staying in the same room for now. He's going to the room to the south and looking around.
Okay. Love when the party splits. Okay.
Doorway.
It's fine. It's fine. All right. Auto docks. Power's
Standing
on,
on it.
so they are both operational. They each have basically 1 unit's worth of healing. These units are specifically designed to basically fix scientists who may have been injured on the job, which happens to be quite a lot around here. They're fairly
Only thing that-
automated. You basically just open it up, lie down, someone pushes the button to close it and start it up. It gets to work. Give it about 10 minutes, you come out feeling fresh as a daisy.
They're not occupied, are they?
They are not.
It's probably a coincidence, but the fact that only 2 scientists were eaten and there happened to only be 2 autodocs in the room next to the tank, and the autodocs keep you trapped for about 10 minutes, feel like maybe those are related.
Nebula with, Nebula
should
with
we
a
go
perception of a let me try this with English. With a perception of 11, you can hear beyond the door the sound of bubbling water. Not violently, but just like a soft bubbling. Almost soothing. And maybe you think music?
Open the door.
I was waiting for it to happen, so no worries.
Listen, I'm very predictable.
Good luck with those sirens.
Oz, are you looking at the computers for the
Yeah.
autodoc?
I'm looking at the computer terminal next to the autodoc, seeing what logs and info is here.
The logs are just basically maintenance procedures, how much is left in them, who's last used them.
Double check on that, see if we can, match up to people. 'cause
Yeah, I'm
it's one of
checking
those.
is anything familiar?
Yeah.
Dr. Shores actually used it about a week ago for some burns that she sustained handling coffee.
Huh.
Hammer was in there about a month ago because of some burns and some bite marks from a different experiment trying to cybernetically enhance a dog with a flamethrower.
What I'm hearing is this lab embodies the we put lasers on sharks mentality.
There's a lot of that, yes.
This lab is the response to they spent so long wondering if they could, they didn't stop to think if they should, with don't tell me what to do, you're not my mom.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep.
All right, so I believe Nebby's active right now.
Nebby, when you go in there, there's 2 small tanks there. And inside each tank, there is a brain hooked up to a lot of wires and stuff.
Gross.
The brain. There is nothing like the brain.
Is the music in this room?
Yes, there's a little radio on the computer playing pre-recorded music.
Classical EDM. Is it any good?
Yeah, it's playing classical orchestral. Let's say Bach, because I like Bach.
I want to see if I can turn it off for 2 seconds and then turn it back on.
You can turn off the radio, 2 seconds, no problem. Turn it back on. Starts up where it left off.
No, turn it back on.
Oh.
All right,
it
about
off.
this time, Oz just comes back in, says, "Yeah, there's just a couple auto docs, nothing really important. Where's Nebby?"
She's serving his bait.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
oh,
fine.
Nebby's not in line of sight of Oz right now, so it's just, "Where's Nebby?"
Up the hall, she's fine.
Keeping an eye on Nebby.
Yeah, Oz crosses the room to the newly opened door.
O's can now see 2 brains, 1 in each tank, hooked up to wiring.
Icebreaker, you're not my mom.
No, but if you get eviscerated, I want it on camera.
Okay.
That's fair.
I feel like I should be more concerned about this than I am, but this floating pony is really interesting.
Yeah.
All right, seeing that Nebi does have someone looking after her, Oz takes a closer look at the brains and vats.
Okay.
Are they alive? What purpose? Etc. and so forth.
Okay. Well, the brains aren't alive in the pony sense of consciousness. But the computer basically tells you that they are both hooked up with the latest Unity biomod. And you could run a test by running electrical impulses into one brain, which is going to copy that signal over to the other brain telepathically.
I'm just remembering Unity was one of the buzzwords we saw from Dr. Shores' stuff.
Yeah. That was what Dr. Shores was working on.
You can restore them to semi-consciousness so they can be interrogated.
Doesn't look like there's any consciousness to restore.
So these were basically pretty much biocomputer mode.
Yep. They might not even have been ponies at any point. They might have been just vat-grown brains.
That's what I was meaning with that, because it's
okay.
Grown specifically for that rather than repurposed.
Exactly.
Good to know nobody sneezed it out.
Nebula? This lab has been really trashed. Something or someone destroyed this lab with prejudice. And the computer's been destroyed almost beyond repair. The desk has been cracked almost in half. Lab equipment's been shattered against the wall. Everything but the nameplate. The nameplate survived. It has been damaged, but it's still legible.
It's just the nameplate.
And the nameplate says Dr. S. Shores on it.
Oh boy.
I found Dr. Shores' office!
Zoom. Scan, processing all the information can gather.
It's kind of beat to shit.
Language, Nebby.
No. Ponish or Karen?
What's the question?
No, he said language, and I'm like, Ponish or Kirin?
Oh.
Okay.
You could swear in your native tongue, yes.
So the exact same sentence in Kirin.
Okay, Oz is going to sift through the rubble to see if there's like any memory chips or the like that he can possibly scan. And that looks like
I'm
a probably
gonna
no.
search as well.
Nivix is probably more lucky.
Yeah. All right. Scanning as well, you do find underneath the rubble, there is a hidden safe that seems to have survived the destruction. And those computer checks are enough to hack the door open on it. And inside you find Dr. Shore's secret stash of Hostess snack cakes. There are 6 cakes there, 2 empty syringes, and a little computer chip with information on it.
Taking the snack cakes.
Like
Thank
a flash
you.
drive.
Digo, thank you so much for that pun. Thank you.
Flash drive will end up in Nivix's stuff, assuming Oz doesn't want to carry this one.
If Nivix wants to take it, Nivix can take it.
Yeah, this is going to be, we'll process the information once we get the hell out of here. But for now, it's scan everything, take all the hardware we can, and survive.
So
If
was
it's
the
not
cakes,
bolted
the
down,
chip,
grab it,
and
if it
two
is bolted
syringes?
down, unbolt it.
What was that question?
It was the cake, the syringes, and the cake, the chips, and two syringes.
2 empty syringes look like they were used. The 6 horse to snack cakes, and they basically like a flash drive with information on it.
Okay. Why would you store used syringes?
Were they
Yep.
insulin?
Medicine check for the remains.
Sure.
Oh,
Nice.
Wow. All right, on a natural 20 there. The concoction in there has a lot of caffeine, B vitamin, insulin, and various other vitamins and chemicals in there. It's almost like an energy shot combined with a what do you call that? Shot that we take to the heart to start you up again.
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline shot, yes.
okay. I know something that is going to be, going on the market soon.
Insulin in there, huh?
Mixing something together.
Sorry, Spud made a great comment in the chat. Beep beep. My alarm. It's time to take every stimulant.
He may not be wrong.
Yeah, this sounds like one of the things that. Okay, so we've got the long night booster shot, and what else can we find in here? Because if this isn't patented, yoink and sell.
Fortunately, this is so trashed and everything. That's the only thing that survived. Only because it was a hidden locker.
Takes a closer look at that nameplate. How did it survive?
Likely it fell off the desk when the desk was being hit and smashed and cracked.
So it's just overlooked.
Is there a security camera in this room?
No.
Correct, it was overlooked. Yes, there's a security camera. However, it's been completely knocked off the wall. It's lying on the floor there, and it's completely crushed.
I was going to say, if we check the data on it, what was the last stuff it saw?
Unfortunately, you have to go back to the security room to pull up that data as the camera itself is destroyed.
Does the camera not have a local copy?
You usually don't do that. Otherwise,
No.
that would be. Sorry, day job stuff here.
All right.
You don't do that.
Yeah, you don't. It records but sends it to the security office.
Yeah, so
And for some reason, this lab got trashed way worse than anything else in this facility you've seen.
which is why I'm kind of tempted to go and see what the camera caught, because it's one of those. This might still be here.
Is it just smashed, or is it like burned smashed?
It is smashed.
Okay. Because we did see that kirin come in at some point.
All right. Does one of us want to go to the security room, or do we want to ask Lethe to take a look?
Smirkfluff, you've been by yourself there a little while.
Yeah.
While you were by yourself and nobody else was around, the creature in the tank kind of covers its face like playing peekaboo.
Mm-hmm.
And then it morphs its face to try to look like yours.
That's super cool. I'm gonna clap.
Covers its face, reveals and tries to look like Nebula.
What are
Do
you
one of the
doing?
others.
When the party returns, it stops trying to imitate everyone and returns back to its original state. And then just kind of
It can. It has minor transformational properties.
What can it become? What can you become? That's really cool. What? Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of gesture for it to do it again.
it kind of just swims around in a circle.
Aww.
Apparently, it does not like large groups.
Then leave.
You
Next,
leave.
come up
You
and
leave.
Most hunters don't. Is what Icebreaker's gonna say before moving on.
This is a very good point.
Oz makes a pass at trying to look like the creature.
Huh, interesting. Calls for a reaction. When you try to imitate the look of the creature seems to get a little upset at you and just kind of like presses its face against the glass and just kind of gives you this glare.
Oi.
Oz shrugs
Stop
and
it.
turns back to himself.
Stop annoying Slimy.
No, it's not named Slimy. You can't do that.
Hang on. Swack's gonna check his pockets. I'm out of cards that say I can't, so gonna
Oh,
do
good.
it anyway.
I have plenty of cards that say that you can't.
Wow. Okay. After a bit, the creature calms down and returns to just lazily swimming around and watching you all.
Yeah, we're definitely bringing this with us when we leave.
Oh, wait. Oh, it probably isn't going to answer if we ask, huh?
Depends on what you're asking. You can try.
Well, did it see? I want to know. It's alive, doy. But did it see the kirin that we saw on the tape come down here?
Well, it doesn't seem to understand the questions, so it does not answer.
Okay.
Mm,
So if you will leave again, do you think it might transform into it if it did see it?
maybe.
Might
Steps
be
to the
worth
corridor
trying.
outside, seeing if others will follow to leave just one or two with the creature again.
Just out of curiosity, is the solution it's in salt or freshwater based?
The solution it's in is salt. Like a brine.
Okay.
Okay. When it perceives that it's just Smirkfluff again in the room, because I'm assuming Nebula is hiding, the creature then turns its attention back to Smirkfluff.
I'm gonna gesture for it to sort of make the same gesture I made the last time it was like transforming into stuff.
Okay. Takes a moment, thinks about it, transforms its face to look like you again.
Can you do Kirin's?
Kind of turns a little bit its head. Might not have understood the question.
Okay, so I'll make the gesture again. Because that seems to be achieving something.
Okay. It transforms its face to look like Nebula.
Applaud it again.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so it doesn't understand.
From what as you've been working with it, it doesn't seem to understand verbal communication, but it does seem to understand gesturing, almost like it's deaf and sign language is how you're communicating with it.
All right, I'm just trying to think. Okay, I'm gonna try a sort of like give it the sort of like close but not quite gesture and see what it does. Like that sort of like, claw halfway up and sort of twisting it back and forth.
Okay. Studies your gesture, tweaks its face a little bit, trying to get a little bit closer to what Nebula looks like.
I'm gonna shake my head and sort of do like a sort of rolling hand. It's like try and get it. Like I don't really know how to describe it, but try and sort of get across. Right species, wrong creature.
No, it doesn't seem to understand what you're trying to tell it. Like it's really trying to be as close to Nebula as it can from what it's seen of her, but it's not understanding that you're wanting a different kirin.
So the other one was purple, right?
The other kirin?
Yeah.
The other kirin was brown with a purple mane.
Okay. Maybe try colors.
Yes, I don't have anything. I don't think Smirk would have anything on him to do colors, unfortunately. I'm gonna gesture for it to wait. Walk over to sort of the door and be like, "Hey, does anyone have any like brown or purple on them? Like something I can carry?"
That's a good question. Would I have it in my disguise kit? Would I have it in my disguise kit? Or would maybe a better option be to have one of the people that can disguise themselves as this Kirin show themselves to this?
Well,
Show
no.
the squishy.
Well,
No,
no,
'cause
because we're trying to figure out if it's seen it before, rather than just having it mimic it now.
Fair enough. I feel like it's safe to say I'd have something brown in my disguise kit.
You'd have something brown.
We'll hand you something brown, probably makeup.
Cool, thanks. I'll be right back.
Not for eating.
So, while this is going on, Oz and I are heading to check the security footage quickly.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, Oz was going to try to imitate that Kirin, but just didn't have it within him. That was a disguise check.
Okay. Yeah, 10. Yeah, you're looking kind of generic. I mean, you got the kind of colors right, but
Yeah, he tries to just, this isn't even close. So, if he takes the suggestion to go off to security.
okay. So you're going off to security. Nebula, when you kind of jump out and tell the creature not for eating, it backs away into the opposite corner and just kind of gets down and low and almost scared for a moment because it did not realize you were there.
Come on, back away from the tank.
And I'm just imagining Nebby just, front down, getting dragged by the tail away from the tank.
I'm gonna see if I can gesture it back into sort of, do like sort of calming, sort of, how you gesture at a cat that it needs to calm down.
Yeah. All right, it calms down. Comes out of its corner.
I'm gonna gesture it back over. I'm gonna try and get it back into this. It's sort of like nebby face.
All right, it does so.
And then I'm gonna show it the brown makeup and be like, and sort of gesture to it and gesture at the brown, and give the sort of go on gesture.
Looks at the brown, looks at you, looks at the brown again. And it manages to get, I would say, half right the disguise that Oz attempted at trying to portray that other Kirin. It's not very good, but it seems to be about as good as the creature can muster. Maybe it didn't know it didn't study the other creature very well, so it doesn't have a good memory for it. But it seems to have an idea of what you were trying to ask it.
Okay, so it's not like, okay, so it does have like a baseline of like okay intelligence.
Yeah.
It's
like a trained animal.
Yeah, we need to part this in our base so that if anyone ever breaks in, we have an easy way of figuring out who it was.
No, because it's gonna eat you.
We
It's
have
not gonna eat me.
Yes, it is.
from the hallway where she's watching down to make sure nobody comes up. Icebreaker will just yell, "We have an AI for that."
Well, I'm on a science experiment.
Do you know any science?
I know Nebby, it's close enough.
Hey!
Well,
All right, we should probably move on. Otherwise,
Okay,
I'm going to
so
spend the rest of the session playing with this thing.
Oz and Nivix are going to check the security footage for the camera. And
Okay.
also, double check any other cameras that are reporting as destroyed.
cameras that are destroyed were other rooms and hallways where there should have been a camera, but oh well. That's what happens when.
Well,
something
I'm
breaks
trying
into-
to. It's one of those trying to see, what destroyed each of the cameras, and piecing together.
Oh, that other Kirin was the one that went rampaging. I mean,
And inside Dr. Shore's office.
you see it go inside Dr. Shore's office. It looks around. Kirin looks under the desk, kind of around, see if maybe Shores is hiding, but no, Shores is not around. Thinks for a moment, and then the Kirin just snaps, just throws everything off the desk, smashes the desk with this unholy strength, takes the monitor, throws it across the room, smashes it, points to the locker, and the locker just kind of just rips off the wall. It's almost like you're watching this creature just telekinetically just destroy this room, Akira style. And then the last thing you see is that it looks at the camera angrily. The creature lights itself on fire, points to the camera, and the camera goes offline.
So this security footage is being copied onto the backup the mobile drives I've got. It's very much disposable drives in case we need to
Mhm.
leak some of this out.
And you can follow this creature that basically it doesn't go around rampaging through the lab. It just simply makes a straight march out of the lab. It only kills whoever gets in its way, which is basically security at this point, because security's coming in trying to gun this thing down. And this Kirin, it just, tries to dodge bullets, set people on fire, grabs a knife and stabs some people, throws other people against the wall. People that just get out of the way, the Kirin ignores. And it basically just keeps doing this. One of its last actions on the way out is it points to that big central computer at the entrance, and the computer just lights itself on fire, and the Kirin just kind of walks out, and that's the last you see of it. You're thinking maybe this Kirin was here for Dr. Shores. Maybe.
So everyone, the Kirin isn't here anymore.
Thanks, Celestia.
Aw.
The bad Kirin, not Nebby. Nebby's still here.
Aw.
Well, okay, I didn't expect that one. All right.
Sorry, Nebby, I know being here is a chore. That's why I let you have those hostess cakes.
This.
You didn't let me have them. They were mine. You have this assumption that they were ever yours. You are mistaken.
Or the doctors.
Hostess. They are my hostess snack cakes. They are in my inventory right now.
Yep.
I put them in my inventory.
So going down this way now.
Yeah, because the other way leads to the zombies.
Well, this way probably also leads to zombies, but
Yeah, so
This-
Nivix and
these little
Oz
zombies
rejoin the party back at the corner.
yeah.
Okay, you can. You guys are turning the corner. Behind you, you hear the sound of an engine powering on.
Behind us. you
Behind
said.
us?
Behind you, yeah. Just something going. Wah. And you hear
From the direction that Nivix and Oz are, or through the wall to the left?
from the north, where the crane was doing its thing. And you just hear something large and metallic coming out.
Backpedals and looks into the crane room. What's going on?
Gun out, ready.
Smirk, gun out.
Oh shit!
Yeah, okay.
Oh!
This large machine comes out of a box that the crane had accidentally opened, and it just tunk, 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 turns, looks at Oz, and just says, "Roll initiative. You have 15 seconds to comply," as it gets its guns out.
Did that machine just tell us to roll initiative?
That was me telling you in an interesting way.
15. Sorry, fly. Boy.
Oi!
Oh, look at that. Some good roll.
Well, it's good because I'm so far back.
6, 2 7s, 115 and 120. It's a shame that the 8 is coming from someone who's right next to guns.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just it's one of those. Give me a slight sec. I got to reopen what my inhibitors are.
Okay. All right. Looks like Smirkfluff goes first.
Yeah, I'm just checking my combat maneuver sheet so I can figure out how the hell dash works again.
Dash is basically move twice. You use your action for a second move.
Cool.
believe.
So it would be 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I'm pretty sure. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I'll dash up and then that'll be my turn.
35.
All right. It's your turn. Lee's not here. Nivix, you are next.
Okay, there we go. I've remembered how to target.
Good, that's good.
I'm gonna Costa Jet it with the -2 AC basic inhibitor, going for that. And might as well. Full auto! A crit fail and a crit hit. What the hell are these odds? All right.
1 in 400. That's the odds.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if my net was glitching out because no one had been talking for a little bit. So
Technically 1 in 200 because you can do it either way.
yeah. All right. So it's got a -2 AC and let's see, injection DC +2. Okay, so it took 6 damage. Its AC is -2, and it has trouble saving its injections. And then I'm going to step slightly back from it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now I mark the AC effects on the drone. The drone walks up to Oz and it asks, "Do you surrender?"
To who?
Well, if that's your answer, it will open fire. That's not what it's looking for. Okay, Oz, you take 3 damage from a laser as it shoots into you.
Oh.
Icebreaker is next.
One moment. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Step. This is gonna be super awkward, but I believe I still have Dr. Shores' lab coat. So, did we get her ID with it?
You did, yes.
Okay. Disguise kit to try and look like Dr. Shores.
All right. Roll me a check.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, it's a 17, so we'll see how it goes next round, I guess.
Do you stay where you are?
I don't have enough movement to. Well, actually, let's see. 1, 2. Oh, I suppose I could after the disguise step back out. And did we ever get a recording of her voice? Like, did
I
we ever
believe-
hear her speak in anything?
Yes.
Okay. Then the vocal modulator is going to be working its damnedest to try and make sure that Icebreaker sounds like Dr. Shores. And she will hold up the ID and say, "Stop shooting! They're with me!" To
Okay.
the robot.
Oz, you are next.
Like the shouting had any effect.
It kind of looks over Dr. Shores a moment, or what it perceives as Dr. Shores. Kind of little red laser light kind of shines on, studies. Dr. Shores, please return to your lab. We are under attack. And continues its assault on Oz.
Of course.
Does it look like it has wide-eye sensor, or does it look like I am outside of its perception just in this moment?
Oh no, it has wide-eye sensors.
And I assume all like electrical accesses are shielded.
Yes.
It only has ranged weapons, so attacks of opportunity are not a thing here, right?
That is correct.
Right. So. So yeah, Oz is noping out of a direct assault from it, and that's a full round move.
All right.
He can come back later, but right now it's either it's going to be chasing him around or it's going to be switching targets.
Point. All right. Nebula.
Doink. And doink. And that's all I can do. Because that was my dash.
Fair enough. Smirkfluff.
Sweet. I am going to go full auto basically and just double shot it in the face. Yeah, it's within 120 feet. I think we're good. Woo!
Whoa.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
The dice love the party today. I see a critical hit and another hit.
Nice. How do I roll damage on this, like, properly? Because for the crit, I roll the 1d8 and the burn damage, yeah?
You go to actions. Did you do the pull from pulling from that?
Yeah.
Then you should be able to just pull from damage.
Alright, so that's...
That rolled the burn as well.
Yep, looks like
Yeah.
it did.
Yep, cool. And then if I just wanted to roll...
And then pull again for, normal.
Yep, cool.
I was going to say, it looks almost like it pulled the critical on the damage from how it's reading.
Sweet.
It hit with the burn, so it's 1d6. Okay.
Yep, it did it right.
Awesome.
Okay. You stand your ground?
Yep.
Okay.
21 damage, not too bad.
Not too bad. That's a lot. Nivix. This thing is now on fire, and if a robot could have feelings, it's unhappy about it.
Yeah, and the -2 AC will stick around for another 6 turns, so...
It continues to frown.
Hmm.
I'm going to get it with the single-shot Costojet with the minor inhibitor, which is -1 to attack rolls.
Okay. All right, that's a miss. It bounces off its armor.
Well,
Try, though. All right, looks like you're backing off. Good. All right. Continues to burn. Is not happy. All right, targeting Smirkfluff. The machine kind of looks over at the griffon and says, "Warning, error in murder.exe. Sending." And it's just going to go full auto on you.
I mean, yeah.
It's gonna try.
Alright. It's going to try.
Yeah!
The walls and the ground around you light up. There's pieces flying everywhere, and it just seems to miss you as you're like in the donut hole of destruction.
Those were all warning shots. All of them.
Well, it sends an error report to Microsoft. Icebreaker, you're next.
I said stand down. Bluff?
Okay.
I guess.
Hey, let's see how well this thing's been programmed.
Oh god.
Doesn't quite seem to be enough to tell it to stand down. However, it won't shoot through you to hit Smirkfluff because it still perceives you as an innocent scientist.
Okay, good.
So it will have to move or target someone else. O's.
Okay, so I was just looking at the security camera footage of the boss's office. Do we have a good video of the boss himself?
Yes, you do.
Well, that's good enough for an image to try to look like him. And with that, disguised O's comes back out into the corridor in cover. I mean, any sensible pony would do so. And just stand down.
Okay. The machine, malfunction as it is, misunderstood your command. And it says, self-destruct has been initiated by your command. Self-destructing in 2 rounds.
Tough.
Nebula. I rolled a 1 on it trying to understand.
See, I was gonna rush in, and now I don't want to.
I mean, you can still rush it and
Backing
stop
away would be a good idea right now.
I'm pretty sure killing it before it blows itself up is probably in our best interest.
I can't get to it and hit it. I can either get up to it, and you guys are probably going to kill it before I actually get to do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop.
Okay. Smirkfluff. It stopped
yeah,
firing.
sure. I should probably. All right, so I'm gonna fly up. How high is the ceiling?
Ceilings are about 15 feet.
All right, so I'm gonna fly up enough that I can shoot it without shooting, ice.
Easily done.
And then, yeah,
You hit once.
I'll take one. It's not great, but I'll take it.
Okay. That destroys the robot. You manage to shoot it right through the CPU, and it just kind of stops and just goes into shutdown mode.
Oh yeah.
And yes, self-destruct has been canceled.
Yo, Nebby, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, I will land and put my gun away.
Okay.
Note to self, buy more bullets soon. Or buy more chargebacks soon, I should say.
All right. You have taken down the defender of this level. Things get quiet.
Think I should keep this outfit on until we actually get out of here, or do you think that's a bad idea?
I don't think it will hurt.
All right, well, then I guess for now, address me as Dr. Shores.
Can do. Duck.
Wordlessly keeps his disguise up too, heads up to the drone and sees what he can salvage of it.
Okay. What can you salvage?
Nivix is going to do the same. It's one of those figure yoink the things we can.
All right.
If we don't leave here with chicken legs.
I figure it's an engineering rule to salvage.
Yes.
Nivix, here to beat that?
One sec.
Nicely done.
Oh,
All right.
that's great.
Between the two of you, you manage to pull off basically bits and pieces of computer parts and stuff. And we'll say that between the two of you, you get about 300 credits worth of computer gear that you can sell off. Sound good?
The weapons are too damaged to salvage, I take it?
Yeah, and it's too integrated. It's nothing you could take apart and just simply
Wield.
use. Yeah, wield.
All right.
All right, I guess we continue to the weird room that we saw on the camera.
All right. Continuing and on to the weird room.
Is this just... Oh, more hallway.
More hallway.
More hallway.
There's a door!
Behind
A
rubble.
bunch of rubble.
You can climb over the rubble. It's not too difficult, but it is considered like difficult terrain, so you couldn't just like run across.
There's 2 doors.
Yes.
What's behind door number 1? Oh God!
It's
Well then.
bees. It's always bees.
No,
First,
these
look
are a
behind
new
this open
edition.
door.
All right. Should go first. Looks like the party is between door and room here.
were a recent patch, so they can't possibly be in here.
What if they're mutant bees?
All right, we'll start with the X room. The X room, this is a geology lab. The big computer there is a sort of a very fancy spectrometer kind of device that samples rocks and tells you what's composed of. Currently inside, there's a sample of rock that has an unusually high amount of carbon infused into it, not to mention some odd unknown bacteria. Notes written on by the last scientist to run this experiment indicate probably a good idea not to take the samples out of the containment until we can figure out if the bacteria is safe or not.
That's all that's in the room?
That's all that's in the room.
Turn back to the other, turn back to Oz and Nivix and say, I think let's agree with the scientist because that's probably part of that rock that was whispering to people. If I had to take a wild guess.
Yeah.
Reading through the notes, this rock sample is definitely from whatever that big rock was that scientists were getting voices from. Yes.
The one what kept breaking people's legs.
As it wants to do. Nebula, you can faintly hear the sound of a filly behind the door, and she sounds angry.
Define angry.
As in, she's cursing, muttering that she's going to murder everyone as soon as she gets out.
Mm-hmm. Go to the other door.
Okay. Go to the other door. You hear through this one. This one, it sounds like dripping water and something electrified sparking.
Which do we want? Electrified sparking or murderous fillets?
I'm sorry.
Nivix
What?
pulls out the tranquilizers.
I didn't stutter.
Murderous Philly, I guess.
Nivix is, of course, I got the trank gun ready.
Then the door you're in front of.
Alright, I will open the door. If possible.
O's Icebreaker, do you want to get in position or are you okay where you are?
I think I'm gonna stay out of the way because I'm still currently disguised as Dr. Shores, and if if the filly has problems with Dr. Shores, probably want to stay out of the way. But if it'll calm her down, then I can step out.
Interrogative moment. Is there any, data, like door, like information taped to the door or by the door?
Looking, you do see that there is a room marking plate by the door, and it says specimen 0.
Oh, joy.
That's another one that it's like alarm in the head because I remember that from what we had been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Taking cover so he's not immediately visible, but he can pop out if necessary.
I'm just gonna walk in because what can go wrong? Oh, what?
Holy shit!
All right. You enter a very large, complex lab with what looks to be the largest containing system you've ever seen. The voice of the filly immediately dies out when you enter the room. The containment unit is open, but there's nothing inside. However, this room feels awfully cold compared to everywhere else you've been. And you just got this You know that feeling like something's watching you?
Scanning with the
Digo,
microlab.
Digo, don't do this to me.
The microlab picks up that there is a lot carbon on that containment unit. The metal has excess carbon in it. The glass containment system has excess carbon in it. The computer consoles, everything seems to have a little bit more carbon than it should. And
So
everything,
it's carbon inundated.
yep. And for a lot of material, it seems to be kind of degrading a little bit because of that.
Huh, no murderous Philly.
Yeah, there is. Can one of can we get a tech pwn in here? We need to check for AI.
Nivix is going forward while scanning, trying to see if can detect anything else going on.
Can't detect anything else?
All right.
Okay. Smirkfluff,
Yes.
you notice that Nebula's shadow is nodding when she's not.
All right, I'm gonna pull my gun, and be like, "You, Shadow, stop that."
It immediately stops and returns to just being her shadow.
Smirk, you're
Uh,
being weird.
Your shadow is being weird.
Looks at the shadow.
Seems to be just your shadow, not doing anything weird.
Smirk, you're weird.
No, I'm being serious. I think I was very mistaken about the AI part of this assumption.
Mm,
But if yeah, I'm assuming there's some kind of like tech console in here that somebody smarter than me can look at and work stuff out on.
I was going to say, Nebula, don't exit the room just yet. Do we have a
What?
floodlight moment?
Well, if we need a floodlight, we have Nebula.
The room has lights, so you need more light. You certainly have more light.
Yeah, so Nivix is going to carefully go in and check.
Okay, what are you checking?
I'm going to check the computer console.
Okay. Roll me computers.
Dice, you fucked with me.
oof.
That's
All right.
2 nat 20s and 2 nat 1s I've rolled this session.
Nothing in
Well, at
between.
least you're keeping everything balanced.
So you're due for
The
20.
sliders. The sliders, my dude.
What you can pick out is that the computer has been wiped clean in a professional manner so that nothing can be undeleted. And everything's been taken, data-wise. If the specimen was here, it has been moved, which, according to the logs that you picked up from Head of Security, the rock was indeed moved. So it is now somewhere in a different lab with all the data.
Subject 0 was the rock.
Correct. In the geology lab, you have little bits of subject 0 that was being studied.
In Dr. Shore's voice, I call out, "Did you find anything?"
Nivix says I shouldn't leave the room, and I kind of want to leave the room.
walks by just enough to be seen from within the room and looks in to see if there's any obvious reaction.
No obvious reaction.
He then
Alright.
walks along to the rock at the far end and looks. Is this rock similar to the rock that was in the Geologia lab?
No, this rock looks like it was part of the ceiling and just kind of came down. It is damage to this hallway.
Boy, I wish we had our magic user here.
I set myself on fire.
Okay, you set yourself on fire.
Shadow doesn't do anything weird.
Nope.
Shadow continues to exist.
I hate
Yep.
this. All right, yeah, I think we just walk out and hope nothing bad happens. I vote we just leave, close the door behind us, and just never think about this again.
What about those two doors?
All right, I now have a question for the geology lab again, and I'm going
All
to
right.
get back into it. Does
Sure.
the computer say anything about killing the bacteria? Can it be killed with standard antibacterial stuff?
There is a program to turn on a ultraviolet light system to basically fry the bacteria dead. Yes.
So we're all going to go through that in some capacity before we leave.
We should probably close the door to this room. You know,
You can.
They close that door before opening the other door.
Probably.
All right.
weep.
All right.
Rose is still looking in as Nebula rushes past him, apparently.
This room is partially flooded because the piping has broken. The southern half of this room, there's standing water, and there are exposed power lines that have ruptured, and they have electrified the water. So I would not go swimming if I were you.
Oz will drop his disguise so that he has reliable wings so that he can inspect that without landing in it.
Okay. It is water that runs through the facility to service the lab. Piping has basically burst from damage.
Okay, is there anything past the electrified water that's worth getting to?
At the far end, that big machine is an incinerator. The machine is used to dispose of excess specimens and other biological materials that you have no more use for and don't wish to just simply throw in the trash.
Can we get that rock? Oz calls back down the hallway. Can we get that rock into this incinerator, please?
Turn to Nivix. I think you're the only one who can pick that thing up without actually touching it, so maybe you should.
I can
Right.
help. Nivix, do you want help with that?
What does it look like caused the pipes to burst?
Fatigue in the structure. The walls and the ceiling were not built with enough structural support. The
So you're
weight
telling-
of the weight of everything above. Because if you think about the layout, above you would be approximately where the road is to get in and out. So vehicles driving there put a lot of weight on the ceiling here.
especially what with the truck what crashed near it.
Yes.
That might have been the straw that burst the camel's back. What I'm hearing is, yet again, this building is not up to code.
Saves money. What could I tell you?
I suppose you're technically correct. The best worst kind of correct.
All right. So for Nivix and Nebula, you can take the entire container out of the computer unit rather than the specimen. That way the specimen is still sealed in its container. And you can just throw the whole container into the incinerator. All right.
And Oz is at the controls of the
And-
incinerator, ready to start the cycle as soon as the container's in.
Okay.
I'm just having a thought of just do a final scan of it before we chuck it. And
Incinerator even working right now?
It is. It has power.
Okay.
And I'm thinking that would be physical science for it because it is geology based. So
That is correct.
well, that doesn't find anything. So
Nothing more than what the computer gave you. All right. So we checking this in the fire.
yep.
Yeah. Take it over. Chuck it into the fire. Operate the machine. Very simplistic. You're just going to throw it in there and close the door, lock the door, push a button.
And then
Yeah.
fly away to avoid any psychic death throws.
Yes. And it takes the incinerator about 3 minutes to completely incinerate the rock, the container, everything into slag. At which point it is compressed into a small cube of ash and deposited into a container.
You have 30 minutes to move your cube.
And by that point, we are all out of there. All right, there are 2 more doors.
Well, that door to the south leads to zombies.
Question is, do we want to risk it?
Up to you. You know the zombies are there, so
Non-zombie door first.
All right then.
Oz is on Overwatch, letting Nebby just open the doors this time.
Again, gonna stay slightly out of the way in case there's a thing.
in case there is a thing.
Pressing face.
Pressing face. Okay.
I'm just imagining Nebby slamming her head into the door over and over again, and Smirk just pushing her slightly to the left so the door actually opens.
Thunk, thunk, thunk. Little to the left. Zzz. All right. This is another storage room for cadavers. It's a little messy, to say the least. It looks like that they were rearranging things to set it up better. However, the lab was interrupted by the other kirin. They never got to complete it. Everything kind of just half connected and haphazardly stacked. There are 2 ice containers here, not up against the wall yet.
Okay, what's the pile of things in the northeast corner?
Those are disassembled freezer units that were to be assembled and put together, stacked up against the walls. Looks like this room could have held another 20 lockers easily for cadavers.
All right, do we want to check these lockers?
They have no nameplates or anything, but they are assembled and powered.
In the immortal words of every horror protagonist ever, what's the worst that could happen?
All right. Well, if we're not checking them, then are we doing the zombies?
I think we should.
I was
know
going to
it's-
say
Not
if we
in
want to
history?
just check them, it'll be the very careful. If the body reacts, it's getting pumped full of rounds, sort of thing.
how it do be.
If you do check the lockers, they are empty.
Alright. Time to do zombies then.
Zombie.
Zombies! Yay!
Everybody zombie night. Ha, good point, Spud. We've had lots of things at this point. With a capital T. What's the positioning and how many zombies?
Positioning in zombies.
30,000 zombies all in one square.
Hang on, let me find where.
The cubic foot of the dead.
I like that.
I mean, if we make them come this way, they're bottlenecked, and most of you guys are ranged.
Conversely, if we make them come this way, just stand in the door with the sword. Let them
Yeah,
run into it.
Yes.
What,
Exactly.
do a, oh god. The hell was that robot movie? The one with the kaiju.
Pacific
That's
Rim.
never went down to
Yeah.
Cloverfield.
No, Pacific Rim was the one I'm thinking of. The one where they just stand at the trench with the sword, just like
Yeah.
fling. So we just have Nevi blend them and problem solved.
I do have one question that I feel is probably important. As we passed by the jellyfish pony, what did we see?
It looked like it was taking a nap. It was just kind of listlessly floating there,
Okay.
not paying attention. All right. That's the position of the zombies as you last saw on the security camera. So do you just open the door, start shooting?
Yeah.
So,
Open the door and look in more than anything, I think. Make sure there's not one like directly in front of us.
Okay, well, everybody roll initiative.
okay.
Because as soon as that door opens, they're going to notice.
Good, another roll. Back. I'm a Dex build.
It looks like Oz is going first. Two
Wait. What?
Wait. There's a cyber goose down there?
two cybernetic goose come out of hiding.
Oh my gosh, why?
I vote we go for, Nebby's plan and we just stand at the door and gun anything that comes through.
Yeah, because there's no real reason for any of you guys to go forward. You're not melee.
Yeah, Oz is very much going to support that. He's got his gun out and he's holding action.
Okay, so Oz holds action. Nebby
Holding.
holding. Smirkfluff
Holding.
holding. All right. Cyborg Goose number 1.
Terrible day in the secret underground lab, and you're an even worse goose.
Waddling over. Second one.
Okay, are we doing this Overwatch thing now that it's coming at us?
It will move right there. Yeah, if you're holding your action for an Overwatch to start shooting it, it is plain as day. A cybernetic goose coming at you.
Merc,
That's-
you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, I can if you want.
Are the
Go for it.
cybernetic? I know, terrible question. Do the cybernetic geese look hostile?
Yes.
Okay.
Do they look untitled?
Probably
Well, they're not doctors.
no.
All right, so Digo, am I all good to shoot one?
Yeah, you're all good to shoot one.
Started blasting.
A real honking mess.
15. Oh, right, shit, I forgot to do the targeting thing.
It's okay. 15 will hit.
Awesome.
Special target
Um,
goose. Raking a lake indeed.
Welp. Have fun, guys. I'm
All
out.
right. Anybody else with a held action?
So.
With what?
A 13 and a -1. Okay.
10 and a
Eh,
negative 1.
Might as well.
A 10, sorry. All right. 10 will not hit.
First, and I thought I had it targeted. Is it shift click to target?
Control.
Control.
Okay.
Does the -1 hit on the ground that it's so bad it wraps right around to being good again?
No.
No.
It's so
Damn.
bad that it
All
hits
right,
you.
here we go.
But it's not your turn.
Oh, it was the prepared actions.
Yeah.
I
They were
thought.
they were holding actions until something came into view. Then they all open fired.
Yes, this is the calm thing of enemy steps out. Overwatch number 1, miss. Overwatch
No,
number 2.
no. Nivix shouldn't have gone at all yet. Nivix
Yeah.
is like last in the turn order.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just, everyone started blasting, so.
It's
All
okay.
right, well, that will be Nebik's turn. Whose turn is it
Yeah.
next?
Let's see.
Icebreaker.
Icebreaker.
Goose at
And
this
then-
point, I think.
Hold on.
Let's see.
O's went and did the held action. Smirkfluff went, did the held action. Nebula, are you still holding action or?
I am physical melee.
Okay, so you are holding. All right. So Cyborg Ghost number 2 does have a ranged attack.
Oh,
Of course
So-
it does.
that's fine.
You mess with the honk, you get the bonk.
I didn't do anything though.
Okay. You are hit by a sonic honk attack.
Why?
Because you're in the doorway and the rest of us aren't.
You take 4 sonic damage.
Oh,
All right. Icebreaker.
Let's see. What can I do at all? My level. Yeah, don't think I'm going to be able to bluff these geese. Make them drop their guard. Don't think. Sorry, it's 40 feet to get to the goose, and then 1, 2. And, sorry, I'm trying to think of being able to do anything, and I'm not sure I can.
I mean, you could shoot at the goose from the doorway.
Yeah, I could with my 30-foot range pulsecaster pistol. So take a further penalty to the shot. Because it's how much is it for out of range?
It's, I think a -2.
So
Very
I
well.
guess I just roll a straight d20. Me -2. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Okay. You never know. It'd be fun if you got that 20.
It would be. It still wouldn't do that much.
All right.
So, oh well.
Do you just stand your ground?
I stand my ground. Not much else I can do.
Okay. Nivix, your turn.
That was probably the full auto needle rifle then. So
Okay.
because
So-
I already rolled it. So
Okay. Just
Yeah.
verifying in case you wanted to change your action. If
No,
something changed.
it's just one of those at this range. That's the only thing I can use, and it's just try and hit him with the inhibitor if I actually inflict damage.
Okay. Zombie time. Okay, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the easy part. Okay. Zombies slowly do their line shuffle. O's. The field is now target rich. Targeting zombie number 4.
Yeah, let's go for the closest target.
Sounds
And
fair.
again, full round action.
Oh, photon mode 1 for flare. Okay.
And
All
it
right.
looks like a double miss.
Double miss. The dice aren't being too kind to the party now. Nebby. Want to hold action? Something's probably going to get in melee pretty soon. Up to you. Okay. Photon 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold because I don't want to lose the bottleneck.
Okay. Smirkfluff. $45 to the goose. Gonna hit.
The goose is no longer loose.
Hey, the goose is
Oh.
angry. 1 point of damage. Goose is
That's
armored. It's an armored goose. It's bonk.
2 minimum damage rolls. Ugh. I hope you're not muted, Xencarn, because we can't hear you if you are.
Oh, yeah, no, I was.
Good job.
It was mostly discussing about the fact that I rolled 1 twice.
Yeah, again.
Hello, friend.
Does Nebula want to take her Overwatch on it?
Yes. Heck. I can
Full-
still full attack with my solar weapon, yeah?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
You sword.
Oh.
Well,
I
two 9s aren't going to be enough, though.
I can't believe we're gonna die to a couple of geese.
You're gonna die to I'm gonna die to geese.
Oh, if the geese get you, we're all dead.
Not the flying characters, we'll be fine.
Geese, famously known for their inability to fly.
Exactly.
All right. So, yeah. Goose 2 goes up, pecks Nebula. Hurts you for 4. Icebreaker.
I guess. At least this time it's in range.
Can you hit it at this close?
We'll find out, I guess. Give me a moment. I gotta change the modifier again. Still targeting goose. The answer is no. No, I can't.
Oh boy. Okay, this is not
Yeah,
good.
I am not built remotely for combat.
It's okay if you're not. I just kind of expected higher dice rolls.
Expect too much of me.
Yeah, I suppose I did. Nivix,
Okay. He's at
redeem the
20.
party. Yep.
Right. Well, I'm gonna go with the needle rifle again.
Okay.
Again! A 1 and a 20.
What are the chances of doing that twice? Okay, well,
2 different guns too. Okay, yeah. So he's targeted, and I'm hitting him with the AC reducer.
okay. Never mind. That just blows it into bits.
1 in 160,000, I think.
Oh, is the goose dead? Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's a goose. It's not going to be full of hit points. Instead, it's full of needle.
Thank
And of
goodness.
course, Nivix is just like, I'm going to see how they did that Sonic honk once we're done with this. And it's just the turns to the other one with the shiny glasses grinning.
Well, you see, that's your mistake. Geese can already do that.
So in other
No,
words, you're doing
setting it up as the Sonic honk. If we can convert that into a implant.
I'd like that as a ranged.
So you're doing a rapid disassembly. In other words, you're quacking it up.
Might need to duck for that pun. Ooh. No está bueno.
So 13 hit Nebula. I forgot to attack or to.
Oh,
Target.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Okay.
Back up if you need to. I can also technically stab people at close range.
I can also heal when you get out of stamina points.
I am out of stamina points. I've been out of stamina points since the last thing that hit me.
Okay. So you take that damage. All right.
It is hurts. Owies.
Yeah. Now she's losing HP. This is a new feeling. It's a hurty feeling. O's.
There is a zombie in my friend's face.
Yes. There is. Okay, well, you hit the first one. Okay. 2 damage. Nebula.
I need to redeem myself.
Okay. Looks like you've redeemed yourself.
Oh, and then I guess I am Photon 3.
You are Photon 3.
I am fully attuned.
You are one with the photons, and that zombie is almost one with death.
Re-death.
Re-death.
Heck, what am I? Really?
Do you want to move for someone else to get in there?
If I move, it's gonna hit me.
Nah, they're not going to be smart enough to do a
Oh,
attack of opportunity.
I'm just gonna move a step back.
Okay. Smirkfluff.
Okay, come off mute. All right, so I am going to shoot Zombie 4 because it's there, and I may as well.
Want to get in front to cover the door, or do you want to leave that to either Icebreaker or Nivix?
They've got it.
You got it? Okay.
They've got it. I don't. Oh, I do. Neat.
That hits.
You have a +5 to hit. You're good. There we go.
All right.
Full damage attack.
Now we're getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere. Zombie eliminated. Do you want to move ahead?
I'll move down 1, and then I'm good.
One, because Nebula did move out of the doorway, so
Yeah. All right, I'll move
It's
in.
up to
then.
you, unless you want them to try to squeeze one by a time
Nah,
through
it's
the
all right.
door.
I'll be a
Okay.
meat shield. I can
You
do
give me
that.
shit. Okay. The remaining goose. All right, time for some sonic honking. That is probably going to be a honk.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
These
Take-
honks and stronks.
Yes, you take 3 sonic from the honk. Icebreaker.
So,
Right?
Honky thunk.
Guess I shoot again.
Okay.
Hey!
Hit.
My first hit.
Yay.
2 damage.
It's
Assume-
damage.
Assuming it's got no problems with electrical damage.
Nope. Well, I mean, it's got problems in that it hurts.
Yeah.
All right. Nivix.
I'm just trying to double check what the medicine rules are, because I'm looking and it looks like it is just stop bleeding or stabilize dying. So I can't actually heal until I get the archetype. It looks like.
Okay.
So that's slightly annoying, but it's basically what I can do will be just ranged heal shot people. So, Nebby, I cannot heal you right now.
Treat wounds, but that's
It's
just a common
okay.
action.
What was that?
You can do treat wounds, but that's just a common action, not the archetype related.
Yeah. I'm looking. Treat deadly wounds. DC based on the medical equipment. Succeed. It's 1 point per level. Okay, I might be able to, but it's a one a day effect.
Yeah, let's take out the zombies, then heal.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to needle rifle.
Take out the goose.
Oh, I was aiming at the zombie pony, so that because if they get close, that was a pain. All right, so
Yeah.
that's 2 hits.
Yeah.
1, 2. Okay, and that it did have the -2 AC one put on it.
It did?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's the I hit him with that inhibitor if I can first.
Fair enough. All right. Just so I can mark it there. Okie dokie. So now it's a heavily damaged and weakened
Zombie.
zombie. All right. So zombie number 1. Can it hit? It cannot.
Automatic miss, I see.
Woo!
It manages to just hit its head against the door button. The door
It
just
got
kind of.
the bonk.
All right. There. Third one's gonna move up.
Heck.
Heck.
No, I realized, I was gonna do a thing, but I can't because Smirkus goes after me.
Wow, this one actually hits.
No, please no.
Okay, you take 3.
Oh, awesome.
They're not too tough on a slam attack. O's, you are next. I see a hit. Number
Like,
3 is not
that is
looking too
something.
good. Every point counts.
The only life point that matters is the last one.
Yep. Nebby.
Mm,
Do you need to get into melee?
yeah.
Just to the
I was
left.
gonna say
well.
why Didn't we give Nebby a pistol specifically so
No.
there was a ranged option?
No.
I believe the specific words were Nebby cannot have a gun because the last time she shot Smirkfluff.
Yes.
I mean, I can
Shot
let you
me in
have
the
this for
butt.
melee.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Because I was gonna do a thing, but I can't do it because that zombie's in the way and Smirk's in the way as well.
Well, everyone was like, go into the doorway, so I did.
You did, but then I realized that you go after me and I thought you went before me. Because I was gonna supernova everything.
Do it anyway, I'll be fine.
Can't, because now from my location, I hit everyone.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Unless everyone wants to take 2d6 fire damage.
Yeah, I can survive it, it's fine.
Unless you want to just kind of run into the room, the zombies won't attack of opportunity you. The goose, however.
I want to get, because it's a 10-foot radius. So if I get under where the Bio Zombie Pony 3 is, would kind of be like awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So am I able to push through?
I'll let you push
What
through.
we do is, can you use Smirkfluff space? Because you can, then you from your original spot you do down one, down right, down left, and you wind up just above Cyborg Goose one further down.
Yeah, but I want to hit. I can't. I want to hit all the zombies too. If
You
I
should be
go,
able to.
It's a
If
10
it's
foot.
if it's 10
foot.
foot, yeah.
Yeah, it's 10 foot. If
First
you go down
diagonal
one-
is a 5, so that's still within 10.
okay, so here is within 10 for all of them.
Because it would be. It's hard to.
You hit the zombies, the goose, and not Smirkfluff from there.
Because it would be.
They need to all take a reflex save.
A reflex save, yeah. Sure.
Zombies, famous for their reflexes.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Yep, they all save.
What's the DC?
I don't actually know.
All right, I'll start rolling. You look it up.
I was going to say I can pull the book. Solarian's in the main rule book.
Correct.
Yeah.
Zombies explode.
May very
Zombies
well.
explode.
Okay, so you are in Photon. You pulled out Supernova. It is a reflex save, half damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't
What's
know
the
what the DC is.
It doesn't say here. It succeeds at a reflex save. Let me flip back to the.
I don't know how to do DC.
What are you, Solarian?
Yeah.
Okay, Stellar Revelation. DC is 10 plus half the solar plus charisma mod.
So my charisma mod is 2.
So 13, rounding
13.
up.
So that means 2 made it, 2 did not. The Goose and Zombie Pony 3 made it.
So everyone's taking 2d6. The Cyber Goose and Zombie Pony 3 take half.
Yes.
Boom.
All right. That's 7.
And I do not know why it was rolling my Pulsecaster damage.
That's okay. 7. That's 7.
And you can pull Solar Flare at level 2 if you choose it.
Yeah. I am going to be a flare. I'm going to be a supernova.
Okay, Unova. Number 3's gone. The other 2 zombies take some damage. Both of them not doing too well. And the
Avis just,
oh, there you are.
you dropped out momentarily.
She Nova'd on Discord.
I know it's so hard that I Novad
Disconnected.
myself out of the call.
All right. Now we have 2 heavily damaged zombies and a somewhat damaged cyborg goose that's not happy. Smirkfluff.
Please kill the goose.
Kill the. Okay, do you want me to kill the goose or kill the zombie?
Kill the goose.
Kill
Goose
the
goes
goose.
next.
Kill the goose.
Because my record against the goose has been really bad.
The
Honk
goose
it
goes
up.
next.
Let's take a gander
So-
at those rolls. That would be
Nope.
no.
Bye,
Fucking
God.
told you I can't do anything to the goddamn goose. Anyway, that's it for me.
Okay. All right. So, who am I targeting?
Not me, that's who.
You know what? Yeah, it's not going to. It's going to run right through you.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
You do. If you want to smack it.
I do, actually. I can't full attack that? I don't know.
No, it's just a single attack.
Okay.
Well, that 22 is going to hit it.
Oh, why am I not... Derp. Yay.
Okay. Now it goes. Derp, and it misses. Okay, it inherited Smirkfluff's dice.
It's just posturing. It's trying to scare off this other bird.
I guess it would. Icebreaker.
I stabbed the goose.
Okay.
Stab it hard, please.
I don't really hold on, let me make sure I target it. I don't really get that much of a bonus to it, but son of a gun.
No. Well, son of a dagger, I think.
All right, I vote we adopt the goose and turn it on our enemies. Apparently, it is immortal, and it will just win every combat for us.
I didn't mean it to be this tough. Nivix.
It's not you. It's us.
We're all gonna die to a goose. This is how we die.
We're gonna give it a little. We're gonna give it a little bell and drop it on the doorstep of our enemies.
I mean, this is what the witch told me all those years ago, but
Okay,
I'm gonna go with Costa Jet and -1 to attack roll inhibitor on it.
Okay. It doesn't look like it's going to hit.
I wasn't targeting it. Shit.
It's okay.
Oh well.
You rolled 7 and 9. Neither of them going to make it.
Yeah.
nope.
All right, zombie number 1.
Eat the
Gonna
goose, zombie. Get confused.
It's going to try to reach around the door frame, hit.
Hit me.
Yeah, hit Icebreaker.
Hit me.
All right. Up, up. And that's going to be a no.
I had to reach around the door. I don't blame it.
Yeah, I gave it a slight penalty. All right.
I'm just
Number-
picturing a cat trying to swat at something from underneath the door.
Number 2 is just going to turn around and go for Nebula. She's right there. Dang. My dice need to stop being good.
No!
Fine, it happens.
Ow!
Nebula's not feeling good.
As Spud said, this is what happens when you open Pandora's box and let out the horrible goose.
Honk. O's.
Is trying to turn the honk off.
All right.
And
9 and
doesn't.
10. No.
Oh my god, we can't kill this thing.
The full attack may be the problem.
I'm just picturing all of these people unloading into the goose and just yelling, "Why won't you die?" To which
The
the
goose is
response
just-
is,
Meanwhile, the goose is just kind of doing that Terminator walk towards you. It's like everything around it dies from bullets, but it's unaffected, da 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 da, honk honk, da 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 da, honk honk. All right, Nebula.
That is how I remember Terminator Salvation.
Yes.
What do I want to go for?
You've got the field.
Do I want to test my chance against the goose or take out something that I can probably actually hit?
Kill the ads. Leave the bus for later.
All right. I want to get this pony then. Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
Oh.
Still.
That's a lot of hits.
What were you
Wait.
trying to do? A full attack?
you had target on both on
Oh.
accident. So you targeted both. You still were targeting a cyber goose. So ignore the ones targeting cyber goose.
Well, what if I
So-
want to hit the tiger goose?
The good
Well-
news is, no matter what you aimed at, you hit them all.
I totally hit the goose.
Okay. We'll
I
say
was
you
going to
hit-
say what we could do is just take the d6, evens one, odds the other.
we'll say you targeted the goose. Okay. Well, that's the end of that.
I killed the goose.
Good
Goose
work.
is gone. Good work. Smirkfluff,
All right.
you are now the only bird in the room.
Nice. I am going to shoot Biopony 1. Hopefully.
That'll do it.
Nice. And roll for damage. Average. Sort of move in and yeah, that'll be it for me, I think.
Okay. Icebreaker.
Time to get stabby again.
Okay.
Please try. Going for. Oh, I should probably target the zombie. Hey!
Hey, that's a hit.
I did it.
Hey, you got a kill.
I got a kill.
You get to mount it on your hood and take it home.
Why would I want to?
To say that you did.
No. This is a pony, y'all. I know it looks like a zombie, but it might send the wrong kind of message.
Or the right kind of message.
It really depends on which side you are on. All right, Nivix,
You know what? I'm going to try something.
go for it.
I'm going to hit him with my sword.
You succeed. Okay. Not looking good. All right. Since Nivix was the last to attack, it's now going to turn its attention on Nivix.
Look at it this way. I'm the one who's taken the no damage this whole time, so I'm fine with that.
That's okay. It's not going to do it. O's.
Been staying put doing this machine gunning thing.
I see a hit. I see dead.
And just as it falls to the ground, Oz continues to fire, only there's a click, 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 because he's finally run out of ammo, just as it dies.
Oof.
Oy.
I assume that this is charges so he can reload for free once we get back to base, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Oh, we can just recharge all our cells?
Cells
Well,
are
it depends on
rechargeable,
the
yes.
specific type of ammo you're using, but the specific type of ammo that Oz's weapon is using, it does allow a recharge, I believe.
All right, I'm going to try healing Nebula now.
Yeah, all right. Now we can try healing.
Got to flip back to that page because I flipped out to look at the stuff. Okay.
In my head.
Aw.
All right, so this is a DC based on the medical equipment used. If I'm using my custom bio rig, what does this do for the DC? Okay, it counts as a basic med kit.
Okay.
So I don't have what the DC does for that right now, but I'll make the check.
Nice.
So I'm thinking might have beaten it by 5 or
Cool.
more. I'm going to flip to that, but in this case, that's five hit points.
Okay.
We did it. And nobody died yet, technically. That we're aware of.
Mm-hmm.
He's still looking at the zombies, and his gun is still going click, 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 even if he has lowered the aim to the floor now.
Oh dear.
You okay there, Rose?
Rose just stares, takes a breath, finally pulls his hand off or his hoof off the trigger. Just, I will be.
Actually, I checked DC 25 with the basic med kit, so just 1 wound. Crap, and I cannot use it until another 24 hours has passed. So
Still, that's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I guess I'll try it on the others as well. Maybe.
I haven't taken any damage, so.
I've only taken stamina
Smirk.
points.
Yeah, it would be Smirkfluff. That would be the one.
Oh yeah, I've taken like I'm out of fatigue and have taken like 2 damage. So I'm dying really hard.
Icebreaker is maybe gonna call out, hey Nebby, maybe don't go rushing ahead with all that stuff that just happened.
Or do, it's probably fine.
All right. Well, he's looking that up. Icebreaker, where you're standing. That is a break room machine. Basically, it's filled with drinks and little food items that it dispenses by pushing a button. The drinks sort of looks like one of those like Coke freestyle machines where you could just push buttons and get whatever drink you want.
Mm-hmm.
However, every option has been filled with coffee instead.
Button, 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 button.
You get a suicide coffee.
Oz looks at that long enough to recognize, oh wait, no, it's all coffee. And it goes after Nebula. There was a reason he didn't take the powdered coffee earlier.
Here we go. I can create serum of healing with my micro lab.
Sounds good.
So I'll use life science to create the serums and drop it on to Nebula.
Okay. Team.
And beat panel while I look up the DC to craft.
Okay. All right. Let's see. The dispenser only has coffee in all the drink options. The beds are not made. Going to where Nebula is. This is a cold storage room with tissue samples of various different test subjects that have been operated on. They are labeled by their test subjects, similar to the cadavers. The samples will tell you various genetic diseases they might have had, genetic defects, if any. They were weeding out the bad subjects so that they can get perfect specimens for testing out biomod implants. Looking around, you do see 2 half-eaten sandwiches for no OSHA-compliant reason sitting on the shelves.
Okay, looks like there is actually not a check. It's just as long as you have the ranks, time, and materials. So
All right.
I have enough. I have one rank, and it's a rank 1 item. So
Okay.
Nebby 1d8 healing.
Nebula on mute.
Ah!
Okay. She's back.
I didn't realize I was muted. I've been talking too.
It's all right. Happened to me earlier.
All right,
to
so
a lot
who
of
wants to roll
people
the
today.
healing?
It's just a 1d8 hit points recovered effect. So
D8. Will 3 work?
yeah, it's she'll be down to 2 wounds taken, but it's better than nothing right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Good enough. All right. I'm assuming the sleight of hand is to take the sandwiches?
Yes.
Okay. You have 2 half-eaten sandwiches.
Eats one sandwich.
It's 1 sandwich. Okay. One sandwich.
Un-OSHA non-compliant sandwich.
Yes.
In a freezer room with tissue samples.
Yes.
Next to a bunch of bio zombies.
Delicious.
I'm getting some real floor chocolate vibes, deal.
All right. Let is roll on the chart of fun.
Oh god.
Okay. Nebula, after you eat the sandwich, you feel a slight pain in your mouth. And the canine teeth that you have extend to vampire fang.
Oh. That's cool. Guys, I got superpowers.
I'm definitely not saying you should eat the other sandwich, but out of character, you should eat the other sandwich. I want to know what it does.
I, in character, want to eat the other sandwich.
So you eat the other sandwich?
Yes.
Tries
Playing
to
with
shoot the other sandwich out of her hooves, only to realize he's still out of ammo.
Yoink!
Pony kinesis, give me my sandwich.
Let it eat the sandwich.
Give me.
Meanwhile, he's scanning to see what all the sandwich did to Nebula.
the sandwich seemed to have magically altered the physiology of her teeth. She basically has bat pony fangs.
Now I want to know what happens if I eat the sandwich.
Nivix's eyes are gleaming. And, he's got the thing. Oh, fascinating.
Dude, eat the sandwich.
I eat the sandwich.
Okay.
I was going to say, you got that. Let Nivix have this.
Someone eat the sandwich or I'm eating it.
I'm eating the sandwich.
Okay. Calm down.
Who has the sandwich currently?
My pony kinesis.
My pony kinesis.
Oh my
The
god.
sandwich is going to get disintegrated.
Yeah, if
I'm gonna
keep
walk
fighting
into the
on this,
middle
it's
of
gonna.
that. I'm gonna walk into the middle of that pony kinesis and just eat the sandwich.
No!
All right. Well, with all of you fighting over the sandwich comes apart,
Oh.
Lame.
and it's in pieces now.
Not
Nivix
structurally
takes
sound, those
one of the
sandwiches.
pieces.
Okay. So you have
Yes.
a half-eaten, torn apart sandwich.
I eat the half-eaten, torn apart sandwich.
The floor.
Backs
Did I
away.
stutter?
Okay. Eating a piece of it, don't feel any different.
Oh.
Smirkfluff want to try?
I'm not eating a floor sandwich.
I'll eat the rest of the floor sandwich.
Well, I was gonna say Nivix has, the piece still in his control, so
Just give it to Nebby. I want to see what happens if she eats the second sandwich.
fine.
Yay!
Cue the sandwich getting yoked into the mouth.
Getting into cover to watch this.
Get in there. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. All right. Nothing seems to happen.
Aw.
I don't like the word seems in that sentence.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just factual.
Nebula, you feel a pain in your mouth, and the fangs retract back to your normal teeth.
No. Ah. No teeth.
We've explored this whole lab now.
Yeah.
All right, let's grab Slimy and leave.
We're not grabbing Slimy.
We're not leaving a sentient creature in this place by itself.
It wants to eat you.
That's messed up in ways I don't approve of.
Well, the question is, I don't think any of us have telekinesis of any sort.
Icebreaker is going to look at Nebula and say, "Look, kid, I don't trust that thing either. I am fully aware of how you feel about it, because I feel a similar way. But personally, I'd rather this thing be watched by us than in the thrall of Shirawase."
Plus, we can give it to Makina, and they can train it. It'll be great.
There's about 5 seconds of silence. And then she rushes in and throws herself against the glass to break it.
Wait,
Yoink!
what?
All right.
Nivix is following and yoinking with ponykinesis.
Now, whoever built this lab at least had the presence of mind to make that glass very tempered. So you slam against it, and the glass kind of just shrugs you off.
Boing.
All right. For this,
Can
tank,
I just imagine, that Slimy, wakes up and just sees Nebula just doing that squeaky sound down the glass.
I just imagined her completely bouncing off. Boing.
The slamming does scare the creature inside to the point that the creature basically just compresses itself into a small ball.
I'm scared it's gonna eat me. Let's terrorize it. That'll help.
And so it's in this ball-like form at the bottom of the tank.
Okay. Yeah, let's stop terrorizing the poor creature, shall we?
I was trying to get it out.
And passes Nebula over to be put in the bag for now.
No!
Yeah, if someone with computer knowledge can open the tank, I'll get Slimy and we'll head out. Because I'm assuming the tank isn't movable.
No.
Probably not, no.
I was going to say, how much reloads can we get and, recover momentarily just in case?
Reload your weapons?
Yeah, reload and do a potentially short rest, just enough to recover.
10 minutes is all you need.
Party okay with that?
So, energy chargeable weapons can recharge from lab power, right?
Yes, you can. You can just simply plug it into an outlet.
And that'll just take 10 minutes for 20 charges?
Shouldn't even take 10 minutes for that much.
We'll say you could recharge one battery in 10 minutes, each person. There's enough outlets for everybody.
And since my weapon takes one battery,
I have needles and whatever the hell the Costa Jet has, so.
Well, for the needles, can you replace from the syringes we've been finding?
Yeah, I can. I can make syringes with my custom micro lab. So I'm preparing the reagents and reloading the needler.
Can I roll computers to get absolutely every bit of information about this thing, including what it eats aside from other ponies, and just all the information we could possibly need in case for we're taking it out of here and not having it kill us all.
Okay.
You've got to be kidding me.
All right. Well, I'll give you some stuff.
I'll try as well with that. Oh, come on!
I think we're all a little stressed by the goose.
That's what, four nat ones for me and 3 nat 20s in one game.
I just want to do this for funds.
Okay.
I read that as a 1 at first, and it's like, oh, don't tell me.
Right.
All right,
Okay.
so my 11 beats them out? Or do you
Yeah.
need me to do a separate roll to help them out?
No, this is fine.
Entertaining.
You managed to 3-stooge your way through the computer system. The creature is a green slime that has been created as a carnivorous creature. Its job is going to be to basically slither on board enemy ships, eat the crew, slither away.
Oh, we are definitely taking this thing.
Basically,
Slimy is our new best friend.
It's not named Slimy.
It's a smooth.
the problem with the creature is that it's very difficult to train, so do not let it out of the tank. If you're going, it's going to be the last thing transported out of this facility when they shut it down. They are bringing in a specialized tank to transfer it over. Security has been asked to please be on standby with flamethrowers.
Yeah, it's a thing.
It's a thing. It has the intelligence of a cat.
Guys, I've got a really dumb idea, but it just might be dumb enough to work. Do we still have any of those, like, we found a couple of empty corpse containers, yeah?
No?
You said we're about to suggest a laser pointer, if it's got the intelligence of a cat.
Well, it's not going to have the mannerism of a cat to follow a laser pointer. It's going to follow meat.
Because, alright, we get one of the zombie ponies, we put it in the corpse drawer, we get Slimy to get into the corpse drawer, we close the whole thing, and then we transport the corpse drawer out.
How about we not throw this thing in with something that has been clearly infected by something else when there are, I can't believe I'm about to say this, perfectly viable corpses elsewhere?
All right, I forgot about honestly, I just kind of forgot about the perfectly viable corpses.
So you're suggesting then that we do one of the non-mutations in a corpse carrier?
Yeah, let's be honest, the scientists who work here were probably evil anyway, so it's fine.
To offer a darker solution, you can kill the creature. The computer does have access to a...
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Okay. Thought I'd throw that out there.
No. That just seems mean for no reason.
Okay, it's based on a jellyfish. What does it say about it? What does it say about it as far as, like, does it even have a central nervous system? Does it have a brain at all? Or is it just a pile of instincts?
This a nervous system with a rudimentary brain at the center. The creature does have some ability to think. It understands when it's being hurt. It doesn't have any sense of hearing, but it can feel vibrations, like when you tap on the glass.
And it can see, because it was interacting with my gestures before.
Yes, it has sight, it has touch. Not sure about smell, but it, according to the computer notes, Rudimentarily, it does seem to know where food is, so it may have a sense of smell in the water. And
How long does it say how long it can survive out of the water?
they haven't tested that because they've already lost 2 people trying to figure out how to get this thing under control.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of leaning to the let's leave it alone phase. Because the other option is we go full mad science and try to improve on it. And that just, I don't trust the dice enough to do that.
The dice are probably going to turn this into a carry-on situation if you let it out.
I'm going to be really... Okay, so... Yeah. I don't know. I Smirkfluff would be really uncomfortable with leaving something like this in a facility like this. Leaving something like this to a megacorp just seems like a really, really poor idea. And also, it can interact, right? It is enough. It is alive enough that keeping it in containment in a facility that somebody might not come down to for the next who knows when seems just wrong. Just morally wrong.
You gonna do the baby alligator thing? Just flush it down the toilet?
Oh yeah, that will only go well.
I didn't mean this to be a moral problem.
How often does it need to eat?
They've been feeding it once a day, but it has not been fed today.
And how big are its portion sizes?
They've been feeding it something about the size of a small dog.
Okay.
Just raw meat. That's part of what the cows were for outside.
That's kind of what I figured.
Plus, the cows give milk for the scientists to go with all the coffee they've been drinking lately.
Mm-hmm.
So we get a bunch of rabbits.
Man, this is.
But yeah.
Sorry, this is really like philosophically difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'll offer an idea here. You could attempt to put it to sleep. There's enough chemicals and drugs in this lab. Put it into a container and then deal with it later.
Can't
Yeah.
do it for Shirowase.
But I can't see it waking up in an unfamiliar environment surrounded by people it doesn't know as making it particularly happy.
Did they make it, or is this related to the rock?
They made this. Shirowase has been doing a lot of weird experiments down here for the military. Well, not for the military, but to sell to the military.
Does it say anything on the computers? Like, I'll ask the the techies. Does it say anything on the computers about like if it actually has like a day-night rhythm, or is it just like always awake?
Looking through the computer, it does sleep, but it doesn't have any kind of day-night rhythm because there's no day-night let down here. So every 6 hours or so, it goes to kind of a rest state and stays that way for another 6 hours.
I'm still in the Dr. Shore's outfit.
Yes.
Does it have any reaction to that?
Do you approach it in the Dr. Shore's outfit?
Yes.
Okay. When you approach, it slowly comes out of its ball, looks at you, just kind of, and then kind of looks up a little bit at the lid, looks at you, and then just kind of just pays attention to you, watching you.
Dr. Shore's is the one that let it out last time. That's my assumption.
I mean, that's a fair assumption. You said it. They were feeding it like cow and dog and stuff, animal products. Is there any non-rancid food down here that we could give it?
Can find
that isn't us. or one of the corpses.
In the storage containers near where people have been hiding earlier, you can find meat for it that's been kept in cold storage.
All right, I vote we get that. I vote we let it out. I'll feed it, and that way, if it kills me, you guys have a chance to kill it and run.
Okay, so do they open the tank to feed it?
There is a special door built into the lid that you can open it, put the meat inside, close that, and then it opens another lid underneath it, sort of like a
Airlock.
Okay, I have something really dumb I'd like to try first.
Okay.
Nebula, can I have one of those snack cakes?
Why? Oh!
I don't know. There's maybe some small part of me that's hoping that because they were so focused on it being a weapon, maybe there are other sources of food they missed.
Gonna ponykinesis one of the snack cakes out of the bag and hold it in front of the tank.
Okay. Just looks at it.
Moves it around to see if it's like following it.
Yep, it's following.
Oath opens the meat lock door.
Locker open.
How do I put it in the thing?
Put.
Just gonna drop
Once
it in
the
there.
cake is
Feed it a
inside,
snack
Oath
cake.
closes the outer door and
Yes.
opens the inner door, dropping the cake in with the thing.
Drop the cake.
Drop the
Yeah.
cake. All right. It absorbs the cake sort of like an amoeba absorbs food. It just, just absorbs it. And you could see the snack cake sort of disappear into its body, gets digested. And the creature just kind of swims around a little bit, then kind of slows down, and then just seems to get very lethargic and just kind of lays down on the bottom of the tank. Doesn't look too happy.
Oh.
Into the thing, wasn't it?
Okay, I have a momentary thought.
Hmm.
Can I remake the super serum in a bottle? The needles we found.
Oh God! Are you planning on just giving
Well-
the thing as much adrenaline as you can put into
Well,
it?
look at it this way. If it's going like this, it might be having diabetic issue, which raises other questions. But I know there was insulin in that. I'm trying to figure if they had, used this formula on it previously.
I mean, it'll take you a couple hours to synthesize more of the stuff, and who knows how long you
Shit.
have until.
Too long.
Yeah.
And also,
But we need to get going. I say we leave it like this. It's already been poisoned. Let's leave it alone.
Well, at the very least, we have the footage of what was going on here. So
That you do.
I just really don't think we should leave it down here.
Things it is best to let lie that are best not compatible with the modern world, even if they are of the modern world.
Define compatibility, and I'll go down to the locker to get some meat for it.
Able to generally survive on a socially compatible level.
I'll go down, go to the locker, grab some meat, come back.
Okay.
And be
Chop
like,
it.
well, how? Yeah, like feed it. Like, how would we know if it could survive on a socio level? Like, it hasn't ever been out of the lab. It hasn't had a chance to really interact with anything that possibly hasn't
Kind
been
of obvious
electroshocking it.
from the information we have. It's not a pony. It's not sentient. It's an animal, and it behaves according to its path. And the path it has with the abilities that it has is not what an animal should be.
I mean, just because it's an animal doesn't mean it can't be socialized. I mean, pets are a thing.
No, I'm speaking even what a proper wild animal should do. Because yes, it is feral, it is wild. It's not been socialized, and it's already grown up. So,
well, do we know that? Like, do we know how long it's been here? Like, do we actually know how old it is?
According to the computer logs, it's about 3 or 4 months old. It's sucking on the meat
is not the point. The point is, it has no family. It has no one to learn from.
So the plan is to, because it has no family, it has no one to learn from. The plan is to leave it with a completely unethical megacorporation who's going to teach it to kill people regularly.
So leave it to die.
We don't even know if this leaving it will cause it to die, and we don't even know if someone's going to come down and pick it up, which is highly likely, honestly. Like I.
All right.
Shakes his head and looks over the computer logs. What's the protocol to kill it?
To kill it, the computer can inject a poison into the tank.
And if I might just drop the interject, Spud is saying getting past 3-hour mark, so...
Right, and Sealy, this is me trying to get it to a resolution, as well as O's own reaction. It's just, O's shakes his head, sighs, get Navy to the surface.
We're not, really? We're killing it?
Get Navy to
for
the surface.
Best.
Oh, okay, sure. Let's go. And yeah, just gonna walk out of that situation. That's
all right.
Yep.
Unhappy Griffin walks out of the situation. You poison the creature to kill it?
Wait until either he's alone in the room or the others are clearly not going to be leaving before doing so, but yes.
Nivix is recording this just as a, trying to analyze all this stuff.
What's the poison made out of? Does it say?
The poison is made out of a engineered biological nervous system poison. It attacks the nervous system. It'll kill it. And it probably will not feel anything since the nervous system shuts down fairly quickly, including pain receptors, so it'll just pass out and die.
Well, I wasn't going to be in agreement about killing it until Oz said what he did. So now I'm not sure. Now I'm in a weird spot.
Yeah, you get the sense that this is not the first time Oz has had to make this kind of decision. Oz's words very much bear the weight of rote and repetition. Like he's almost going through the motions on this.
Do we want to leave it on this note then? And
I think so.
Yeah.
I gotta talk this out.
Okay.
Yeah, there very well is probably stuff that the party would want to talk to Oz about, because this is possibly new to everybody but Lethe.
Yeah, I was gonna say also, if we get Lethe, we could try the brain check, but
can. So we will leave it on this note on a accidental morality check that I did not plan on. Next time we will pick it up on what to do with the ooze.
So we then go to Newbie Spud's outro, right?
Yep.
Well, that's a heck of a throw to follow.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Glad to pull such moments out of my rear.
Yeah, that was a heck of a conversation. Not what I was expecting in session 3 of our My Little Pony Cyberpunk campaign.
Mhm.
It's
went
this
from
question's a lot more difficult than the crocodile one.
Yeah.
this went from, oh yeah, of course you guys are going to adopt the thing because ponies, to, oh, you're gonna kill the thing that didn't choose to be made. But anyway, that'll be it for our podcast day, I suppose. Thank you for listening to our Spudventures. If you like what you heard, you can find more at youtube.com/newbiespud or wherever you get your fine podcasts. We aim to live stream these games every Sunday around 2 p.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/newbiespud. If you want to keep up with this and other projects I'm doing, you can follow me on Twitter at newbiespud. And if you want to support my ability to produce more content like this, please consider supporting me at patreon.com/newbiespud. See you next time with hopefully an actual other session of the Forgotten Ones.